Hello there, English speakers. Merry Christmas Eve from Sweden here. You can see some Yule mountains here behind me. It's the Hyboklack and the Järvsöklack, which is a local word for mountain. So some people were a little bit confused about messaging me on Facebook. Don't worry. It's just Facebook complaining about EU rules, and they say that you can't use some features while you're messaging people in the European Union. Don't worry about it. It's just annoying EU laws that Facebook can't comply with yet. More rules that makes it harder for Facebook's competition, so I guess they are happy about more useless rules. Financial Times did a very good overview where you can see all the graphs from how many deaths in COVID there have been in different countries, how they vary and stuff. Good to have a look at as a overview. Short about censorship. In United Kingdom, they do want to remove wrongthink from social media, so a new law is tried to be passed there. While I reported about Poland, they want to punish all social media that removes content that are still legal under Polish law, so they want to do the opposite. In Sweden, we have our biggest alternative news channel, like something like Newsmax or One American News Network, and their Facebook account got totally deleted, not just banned from uploading. Of course, as it's YouTube, they give no explanation of why or how this happened. SwebbTV or SwebbTV have gotten financial support from the Swedish government, so they are officially applying to some voluntary rules for getting that. Kind of low form of censorship where they promise not to harass people and so on, and they haven't had no problem with that, only with YouTube that you can think stuff about. In USA, Zelensky, known for his push for hydroxychloroquine and some other things, he is pushing now green tea extract and quercetin for people before they get proper doctor treatment, and vitamin D. He has not been on the Ivermectin train yet, but not only him, but a lot of other doctors have been banned now from Twitter. So very bad, and it's just because they ask about the vaccine that people are getting more and more skeptical about, especially when the first ones to get this, that are the healthcare workers, if they starting to refuse to take it before they see is it really that safe, and we see the numbers of people having problem with that is increasing at some figures. I will not comment on that too much because I'm not so totally informed yet. But you need a Christmas present. In Sweden we give out our Christmas presents now in 90 minutes at 3. We don't give out the Christmas present. We start celebrating Christmas by watching Donald Duck, and 1 hour later it's generally time at 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve to hand out the Christmas presents. So if you have some Swedish heritage, then you can open your presents a little bit early, because we are Swedes and we can do that. But here's your Christmas present. Ivermectin, according to the University of Lyon in France, there is now 100% chance that Ivermectin Ivermectin helps against death in COVID. So they have gone through the studies and been doing a continuous meta-study, and now they have concluded it's 100% chance. So this is better than any other kind of drug, even those steroids and other stuff that we are pretty sure that they help, but they are now 100% sure that ivermectin really works. How much, that's another story, but it definitely works. And another report here that ivermectin even works for long COVID, people who just don't get well after having this virus infection and they get repeated episodes. So some positive signs, I wouldn't say more than that. I talked a little bit about the Pence Plan, that is basically the vice president of USA are not allowed, according to the constitution, to accept any election or electors from states that haven't done a proper democratic kind of election. He didn't do anything today as was suggested, and I thought it would probably take more time. We'll see, but Trump tweeted the Pence Plan to see the reaction on it, I guess, and to see if it works. So he's foreshadowing and explaining what will happen, and I think his main path is to scare the shit out of anyone corrupt, like the governor of Georgia and Arizona and so on, so that they realize that even if they don't do the checks in Georgia, they have to check the signatures, and in Arizona they should comply to what's called a subpoena to let them look at these Dominion machines, and they just refused to do it. So there is some pushback against proper legal authority to have a look into this. And why would you not want your perfectly done election checked so that your new president, Joe Biden, will be elected fair and square? Of course, everyone who believes that Joe Biden won square and share should have this checked so that we can know, even the Republicans and the rest of the world, that he was elected properly and not by cheating. So of course it should be a slam dunk to check these machines and everything. But with that, have a look at the wonderful view from my parents' balcony. It's not that good looking balcony from the other part of Hälsingland. It's a modern kind style balcony, but the view is great, and the sun is already setting and it's not even 2 o'clock. So that's the way up here in the north.